T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start. Liftoff of America's first space shuttle. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Cape Canaveral launch pad.
Hello, Arthur?
Arthur, you got a phone call over here. Hello?
This is your mother. Do you remember me?
Mom, I was just going to call you. Isn't that a funny thing? I actually had my hand on the phone.
Arthur, you were supposed to call me last Friday.
Honey, I know. I just didn't have a spare minute, and I could just cut my throat. Mom, I've been working
Arthur, I sat by that phone all day Friday night, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. And your father finally said, Phyllis, eat something. You'll faint. I said, no, Harry, no. I don't want my mouth to be full when my son calls me. And you never called.
Mother, I was sending up a rocket. This is my job down here. I didn't have a spare second.
Well, it's always something, isn't it?
All right, look, if you'll just...
Arthur, I'm sure that all the other scientists down there all have mothers, and I'm sure they all find time after their breakfast, or maybe before their next countdown, to pick up a phone and call their mother.
Honey, now that you have me on the phone...
You know how I worry.
Well, that's the point.
I read in the papers that you're still losing some of them.
Mother, I don't lose them.
I nearly went out of my mind. I thought, what if they're taking it out of his pay?
Mom, you don't understand. See, that's it, Mom. Mom, how are you?
I'm sick.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, you know what it is, Arthur.
Yeah.
It's the same thing it's always been.
Yeah, sure, I know. I hear this
It's my nerves. And, well, I went to see my doctor, and he tells me, he said, listen, Mrs. White, you are a very nervous, very high-strung woman.
God knows that's true. Yeah, well, sure,
And you cannot stand the slightest aggravation. So I said, Doctor, I know that. Well, I do. I know that. I said, but you see, Doctor, I have this son, and he's very busy. And, well, it's the truth. I said he's very busy. He's too busy to pick up a phone and call his mother.
Mom, honey, I want you to tell me about what's going on.
And when I said that to him, that man turned pale.
Mother, I know
he
that
said, Mrs. White, I have been a doctor for 35 years, and I've never heard of a son too busy to call his mother.
I know, Mom, but I just don't know how to...
That's just what he said to me, Arthur.
I know.
And that man is a doctor.
Mother, please, tell me, what does the doctor say they're going to do with you?
Well, I may be in the hospital for a while.
Hospital? What are they going to do?
Well, probably x-ray my nerves.
Mother, why don't you let me know when these things are going to come up?
Oh,
or
it's
at least
okay.
when...
It's no big deal. Never mind. How's your hangnail?
Mother, please, just don't worry.
Arthur, what does that mean? What does that mean, don't worry?
Well, nothing actually. I don't know. It was the first thing that came into my head.
Listen to me, Arthur. I'm a mother.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and I know that.
Listen, what's the use of talking? You're very young. Someday, honey, you'll get married.
Mom,
and
please,
you'll have children of your own. And when you do, I only pray that they might make you suffer the same way you're making me suffer. That's all I pray, Arthur. That's a mother's prayer.
Okay, Mom, thanks for calling.
You're very sarcastic.
Mother, I'm doing my best here. You know, when you called me, I tried to explain to you that I was busy, and I keep telling you...
All right, stop. I'm sorry I bothered you when you were so busy. Believe me, I won't be around to bother you much longer. And listen, I hope I didn't make you feel bad.
Feel bad? Are you kidding? I feel awful.
Oh, honey, if I could just believe that, I would be the happiest mother in the world.
Well, Mother, what did you think? I feel rotten.
Oh, then, Arthur, why don't you call me? I know that I nag you. You got a nagging mother. What you gonna do? I'm kidding. You know you're my baby. Listen, you're the only baby I've got. And I'll tell you something. When you get to be 100 years old, you'll still be my baby. You know, and when you don't call me, I can't help it. I worry. And it's so hard to pick up the phone and call your mommy. Oh, please, baby, please.
Yeah, well, I will, Mommy, I promise.
Oh, honey, you make your mommy so happy.
If my mommy's happy, then I'm happy.
Oh, thank you, baby. And your mommy wants to wish you lots of luck with your rockets.
Thank you, Mommy.
And remember, your mommy loves you.
I love you too, Mommy.
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye, Mommy. Nanny, neeny, noo, noo.
You have just heard a skit entitled Call Your Mother, which was originally written and produced in the early 1960s by Elaine May and Mike Nichols, a very popular husband and wife comedy team of that television era. This recreation was also starring a husband and wife team, Brenda and Joseph Parody, from the great state of Texas. This was their first major attempt in acting out a script of this nature, and only had 2 brief practice readings before stepping up to the microphones. Directing and prompting was done by Chuck Curtis of New Hampshire, who also recorded and edited this production.